Caleb with Mikku and Sons Roofing here. So we're out here in Buckeye taking a look at this roof for a realtor. She's representing the buyer. A couple things came up on the inspection report. We're going to take a look at this roof, and see what needs to be done. Okay, so here's some broken tile, and I walked the entire roof's eave because that's usually underneath is where you're gonna see the first leaks. But here's a flat roof here, and flat roof looks completely fine. It looks tight. Yeah, I mean, they're pulling up a little bit, like right here. That can probably be resealed. Some of these edges, like maybe throw some caulking right there. And then there's like this eave right here where there's some cracks. I recommend throwing down some caulk. One thing when we inspect, we always check these seams. Yeah, and the seam's lifting a little bit. Probably be able to just caulk that down or do a 3-course process. Let's see what this is. It looks like there's some liftage right here. So I looked underneath and I seen it was raising. Is putting some screws down right here, 3-coursing over the screws. Other than that, the flat roof looks fine. So definitely doesn't, I don't think it needs to be replaced. This is an area for concern. I don't necessarily like that. Probably go over this again because they have tar here because probably when they installed it. Now this is the area that I would be most worried about. Usually you don't want to tile these flat areas like this. I never recommend it. And if you do tile that flat type, see how it transitions? If you do have roof tile on something like that, definitely want to have like a raised batten system so the sticks aren't just nailed straight to the tar paper. I don't see them needing a roof replacement like the other roofers have said. Just a thorough maintenance, and I think this roof would be good to go. We're in a dead valley here. I don't even really have to explain that. They're supposed to torch that down, but they didn't torch it down. So that's a cause for concern. So I pulled some tile off here on this low slope section, but this is a place that is a cause for concern. You can see how the water has been backing up right here. This is probably gonna leak. Could already be leaking and it's just not showing up yet, or it's gonna leak within the next year or so. In that case, maybe redo the front section, but let's take some more tile off in the back and see what we find. Yeah, I would recommend getting either taking the tile up around, resealing it, or just replacing that area altogether. Safer that way. This solar vent is looking kind of strange to me. As you can see, like somebody made their own homemade solar vent. Completely not correct. Let me bend that back. Yeah, so what's gonna happen, water pours down, it's gonna go down in there. So that's a cause for concern. So this is a concern area like this. Not sure why they don't have a valley here, like a valley metal, but they do have this. Looks like some kind of derby gum. It should hold up for another while yet though. Alrighty, so I removed some tile, and this is definitely the solar guys up here doing stuff like this. They broke this tile and then that tile. You can see what broken tile do to a roof. A lot of water gets under here. It just wears it down. It's not leaking yet, but for example, that hole right there where the staple is, that's gonna be the first thing to leak. So remember folks, always get your tiles changed if they break.